Greetings, YouTube. Wow, my shirt really lightens this up, doesn't it? Sorry about that. It's my fish police shirt, which is I've been wearing since 1987. I was just watching a video here on YouTube, and the person was discussing VidCon, which apparently had 13,000 people at it, which is way more people than I ever want to be around. I'm just not that social. And during the video, she comments about the fact that there were a bunch of friends you haven't met yet. Now, over the years, I've been a member of a number of subcultures. The Boy Scouts, gaming, the Society for Creative Anachronism, YouTube, and I have been tangentially connected to things like motocross through friends, radio-controlled vehicles through friends, railroad through my family and friends, people who do miniature railroads, and people who are interested in real railroads. And I've heard from people in documentaries and such, for example, people that play professional poker, things like that. So I've got a pretty good sampling of a number of different subcultures. Cosplay is another one. I know a number of people who are into cosplay. And in every single one of them, at some point, someone has said something similar to friends you haven't met yet. And it always makes me smile. Because every time I hear it, the person speaking it is saying it as though it's the first group that's ever come up with that. That this is an original thought, a unique experience to that subculture. When I've heard it time and time again. I'm not particularly wise, I'm just moderately observant, I guess. And I think that really plays into the fact that you and I'm assuming I'm speaking to Homo sapiens, are a tribal species. I really think that humans function best when we're in groups of 200 or less. Because beyond that, we have a hard time grasping with those numbers. One of the things that we have here on the internet is that we can find people we like, and we tend to only find a small group of them, even if they're connected through, say, message boards where there's, 7,000 or 8,000 members. We don't talk to 7,000 or 8,000 of them. We talk to a handful or maybe 100. So then when we go to an event like VidCon, we suddenly found ourselves surrounded by thousands of people, and it kind of freaks us out. Because in our head, we were part of a tribe. And a tribe is a small unit. Like I said, I think it's around 200 or less. And there's actually been some research, and I forget what it is. For some reason, I want to say it starts with the term for it starts with a P or something like that. It's some kind of concept, humans only function in certain numbers effectively. P sticks in my head, Prussian or German or something. But could be Polish for all I know. But we are comfortable with that. That comfort zone of 200 people is okay. But suddenly we get thrust into we go to a convention or something, suddenly we're surrounded by thousands and thousands of us, and we freak out. Because our brain is trying to adjust to these two things. Over here it's saying, well, we were part of a tribe, but over here it's saying, wow, we're something much different, something much bigger. Ah! And sometimes that can be invigorating. Sometimes it can be terrifying. It can be invigorating to feel yourself be part of something. Now, when I achieved my award of arms through the Society for Creative Anachronism, which I still have my scroll on the wall outside my office, I received this at an event. There were approximately 500 people. And when I went up to get the award, the king and queen at the time handed it to me along with the herald doing announcements, the whole 9 yards, and it's a beautiful scroll. It is a beautiful scroll. And as I'm backing out of their presence, then I turn to walk back down that center aisle to go back to my seat. 500 people cheered me on. And it is electrifying and terrifying and intoxicating. I can understand why there's certain personalities in the world that feed off that need that. the tribe is saying that you are welcomed into it. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's always an interesting thing. So, I'm going to ask my viewers of this video, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced that sense of being part of a tribal subculture? Have you ever been thrust out of that when you discovered that you're not just a member of a tribe, that you're a member of something much bigger? Was that invigorating? Was it terrifying? Did you retreat back to your tribe? Did you disassociate yourself completely from the organization because you suddenly realized it wasn't what you thought it was? And then did you go find a new tribe? How many of us are not a member of any tribe? Or is that utterly endemic to humanity? Is the loner that is completely disassociated from any tribe the aberration? And those of us that think we're loners, they're just part of a tribe that we so subsumed ourselves into that we don't notice it. That like fish, we don't see the water. So tell me, what has been your experience with tribes? The ones you belong to, the ones you've witnessed? And if you recognized and seen that sentiment of friends you haven't met yet, that everyone within that subculture, in that tribe, is there to be with you and for you and supporting of you. And of course, the inference is the people outside the tribe aren't. Like I said, tribes are good things and tribes are bad things. Tribes are always interesting things.